This is the February 2026 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue Memo. My name is Eric Richardson, Senior Fiscal Analyst with the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, a nonpartisan support agency of the Iowa Legislature. This video covers Iowa General Fund revenue for fiscal year 2026 year to date. Due to accounting procedures, it is not possible to provide revenue updates at the start of the month until all transactions have been processed. For February 2026, the issues were eliminated with transactions processed on March 3rd. Receipts through March 3rd reflect a decrease of $485 million and minus 9.0%. This table shows that two of the three main sources of Iowa General Fund revenue have decreased during FY 2026, with individual income tax down 14.0%, corporate income tax down 37.1%, and sales and use tax up 6.2%. Income tax refunds have decreased by $156 million and 36.6% thus far in FY 2026, as pass-through entity tax credits materializing into refunds from prior tax years have decreased significantly in FY 2026. As a reminder, the PTET was introduced in FY 2024 with retroactivity to tax year 2022. Initial PTET revenue was high during FY 2024, and subsequent tax credits mostly applicable to the individual income tax were redeemed by taxpayers, primarily during FY 2025. Meanwhile, franchise tax has decreased by $18 million and 42.1% due to high FY 2025 revenue, while insurance and other taxes have decreased by $81 million and 38.8%, mainly due to suspense account transactions. Breaking net revenue into gross receipts and refunds, the current situation looks weaker. Gross revenues through March 3rd have decreased by 9.9%, with gross personal income tax decreasing by 17.3% and gross corporate income tax decreasing by 29.4%. However, net revenues are higher due to a significant decrease in regular refunds of 27.7%. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act is expected to increase refunds during the rest of FY 2026 compared to FY 2025 as the tax season progresses. School infrastructure transfers have increased 5.7% during FY 2026. This chart shows fiscal year 2026 year-to-date net revenue growth as it has been calculated for these monthly video memos. Growth through March 3rd is $111 million lower than the growth calculation through February 3rd, primarily due to a decrease in suspense account transactions in miscellaneous tax of $64 million and a decrease in the insurance premium tax of $23 million. Insurance premium taxes are prepaid for the calendar year with 50% prior year tax liability due June 1st and August 15th. Final payments are due after the calendar year on March 1st. In summary, net revenue growth through March 3rd of negative 9.0% remains below the negative 8.8% growth rate expected for the entire fiscal year from the December 2025 REC projections. Impacts from the OBA and previously enacted tax rate reductions to the franchise tax, inheritance tax, individual income tax, and insurance premium tax are expected to weigh on net revenue growth as fiscal year 2026 continues. The next revenue estimating conference is due to take place on March 12th, and afterwards we should have a better idea of the outlook for revenue in FY 2026 and beyond. Thank you very much for taking the time to study Iowa's General Fund revenue situation. Goodbye, and please check out the next monthly video memo in early April.